Right, Jen. So vEdge is now booting. It's not ready yet. It says still initializing. We need to give another few minutes. So let's wait until the system is ready. We get the message, the system is ready. Then we'll log in and do the basic configuration for VPN 0. And the only configuration we need to do is here for uh, interface G0/0. Only the MPLS bit I'm gonna configure. And once we onboard this to our vManage, then we are going to do all of the other transports like internet, this transport, and all other, the other configuration using our vManage via the templates. Right. Right, Jens, system is ready and we can log in. The default password is admin and we need to reset the password the very first time you start this, and it will ask you to change the password. So I'm gonna keep it the same password just for simplicity, but you have to configure a strong password. So once we get the prompt, so now we need to do configuration exactly the same way we did for vManage. The only change is for vManage, we did configure for our management part. For this, we don't need to configure any of the management transport or VPN because we're gonna manage via our vManage using these transports, which is VPN 0. Right. So let's go to our vEdge and go to configuration and then system. Right. So first we need to do the system configuration where we need to give the host name, organization name, site ID, system IP, and we're going to set the clock zone time, and we need to specify the very important bit is the vBond IP address. So these are the some of the basic configurations that we need to do. Without these, our vEdge will never join the fabric. Right, so first is host name, vEdge -1, so it's vEdge1, right? Then organization name, my home lab, exactly same we did for vManage. Site ID, you can see site ID is 2, we're gonna give site ID 2, and then system IP could be any, so I'm gonna choose 110.2.2.103. Then time, clock time zone, clock time zone is I'm going to use UTC, and next we need the final bit is vBond. vBond IP is 199.1.1.3. Then exit. Now we need to do the configuration for VPN 0. VPN 0 is going to be interface. Our interface is GE0/0, GE0/0, and then no shut, no shutdown. IP address is going to be 168.103.2 as per here, 2, and then subnet mask is going to be 30. Then finally tunnel interface is going to be, and we need to allow SSHD, and then we need to allow netconf for vManage to push the templates, and then finally the default route for our vEdge is going to be this interface for our VPN 0. So we are going to configure this 192 IP exit, one step back, IP route. Let's go to the VPN 0 level, VPN 0 IP route, and then 0.0.0/0 92.168.103.1, and that's it. Let's commit. So this is the configuration, the manual configuration that we need to do on our vEdge. So normally we do for like enterprise network, we do this configuration, bootstrap configuration onto the devices for the physical devices, and then send it to the site on the customer site. And once they switch on the edge, and then it reaches out to our vBond that we have given already IP address for the vBond, and then through that we can onboard our vManage. So now we should be able to ping this IP address for our edge, the VPN 0, this IP address .2 from our vManage. Let's do a ping from vManage, ping 2.168.103.2. Yes, we can reach to our edge. So this edge is reachable, and then edge can ping VPN as well, vManage as well. Ping 199.1.1.1. Yes. So now we have the full reachability from our vManage to edge to vManage, all of these controllers, and then vManage to our vEdge. All right. So now the next step comes the onboarding. We're going to do the onboarding of this. Once we onboarded our one edge, then we're going to create templates. Once all the templates are ready, then we're going to start turning on all of these edges, and then just pushing those templates to the edges, and then you will see that within few minutes all of these sites will come up. The only time that takes to build the site is just like those templates that we need to create on, and this is the only the very first time when you do the vManage configuration, only one time you have to do. So once all your templates are ready, then you can just apply those template. Once all these sites vEdges comes on, straight away you can just onboard and push the templates, and then your site comes up. So we're gonna do this configuration to all of these configurations using those templates, rest of the configuration on this edge once we onboard this very first vEdge router. All right, so for that we need license files. I think I have already explained that we need the provision to provision all of these vEdges, we need to have the provision file, and that file we need to take it, we need to download it from the Cisco Smart account. We need to get those plug and play licenses, and once we have that file downloaded from the portal, and then we can onboard, add that all of those licenses into our vManage. I'm gonna show you that because I already have that file downloaded. So to import that file, we need to go to our vManage. Let's go to vManage GUI. We need to go to configuration, devices. Right here you can see the vEdge list. This is where we need to upload that file. Change mode, upload vEdge list. So click onto the and then choose wherever you have downloaded that file. So this is file. Click open, upload. Okay. All right. So we have some error here which is saying vEdge list is being uploaded with the wrong organization name. So test, probably this is the wrong file. Let's choose the other one. Right, so it has uploaded. The previous file was actually, it was the organization name was not matching. That's why it was giving. That's why it's quite important that you must match the organization name while you're creating these plug and play device list for the licenses. Right, so we have now all of these licenses available. We can see here we have a serial number, token number, and the chassis number. So this is what we need to give our on the vEdge once we want to onboard our vEdge devices. And how we do this, then we'll do this step by step. Let's go first onto the vEdge. Right, so let's stop this ping. Okay, so to authenticate these uh, router vEdge, our edge, we need to have a root certificate available on our vEdge. Without a root certificate, we we will not be able to authenticate uh, this vEdge router with our vBond. If you remember that we have uploaded uh, this root certificate on our vManage, and then we installed the certificates for our vBond and vSmart signed by the same root CA that we have uh, added the trusted root CA certificate onto the vManage. Similarly, to these vEdges authenticate with vBond so that vBond can trust these vEdges, we need to copy that root CA certificate onto our vEdge CLI. And this is the part of the manual configuration that we did for this vEdge. Right. So how we do that, I'm going to show you now how we can do that. We need to have the same root CA. We did copy that in our desktop. Right. So this is the root CA. and we need to copy this to our CLI. Let's do that. There are a few options that we can do if we have SFTP available. So we can use SFTP to log in to this vEdge, and then download that, copy that root certificate onto the CLI. And once it's available on the CLI, then we can install that certificate on our vEdge device. But I'm going to show you the manual process, how we can do that manually if we don't have the SFTP. So how we can do this on CLI via the console. For this, we need to go to the V shell of the vEdge, and we can do that via the command vshell. Press enter. Now you are on the shell mode of this vEdge, and we need to create, because we're doing this manually via the console, so we need to create a file here that actually can hold our root CS certificate first of all. So for that we can use let's say I'm using the command cat, and then sign, and then the file name ca.cer. Right, so as soon as you do this, you can see that now the prompt is on the next line, and it's expecting you to add some text onto this. So we need to add our root CS certificate text that we have already downloaded to our desktop. All we need to do is go there and open with Notepad. Copy all the text, copy, close it, go to the VS CLI, and then right click, and you can see that it's all is paste. Now you need to carefully exit from this prompt. For that you need to press, then we need to press Ctrl Shift and D to exit. And now if we can see this, you can see that we have this root CA cert available on our CLI, and pwd, just to check the directory. So this is the directory where we have our root CA certificate available. So now all we need to go, we need to exit from here, and we need to actually install this root CA certificate. And for this we can use the command which is request root CA root cert chain, and then install. Over here we need to tell where is the root CS certificate, and we know that we have this in home directory, admin, and then root CA. Specify home and then admin, then root CA certificate. Press enter. So it's uploading and successfully installed. So now we have the root CA certificate installed on our CLI2. Right, so now let's onboard this vEdge. For this, first of all, we need to go to our vManage, and we need the chassis number and the token number. So what we can do, we can copy this and paste it into our notepad. So this is my chassis number, and we are onboarding a vEdge cloud. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 vEdge and one CSR license available. So we onboarding vEdge. So let's copy this as well. Copy. So now we have this serial number, chassis number. Let's go back to our vEdge. And the command we need is request vEdge, because we're onboarding the vEdge, activate, and first we need to specify the chassis number. Chassis number, and then give the chassis number that is available here. Next, we need to give the token number. Copy and paste the token number, and then press enter. And we'll see, keep pressing. Let's see if the vEdge comes up. So this is the manual onboarding of the vEdge. Right, gents, we can see here our one of vManage is showing. Let's go to our configuration and devices and see the device, the vManage that we have just recently uploaded, onboarded. Right, so this is our vManage 1. Monitor network. Right, here we can see vManage is reachable, reachable, unreachable. Probably it's gonna take another few minutes because it takes time to onboard.